But welcome to my funeral. And this is the part of the funeral service where we air our grievances. And I got a lot of problems with you people. I know people don't want to hear a guy that's dying, the eternal wisdom of a guy that's dying. Or, say live every day like you're dying. Because if you're not dying, then you wouldn't probably go to work, and you end up living in a van down by the river. So you shouldn't live every day like you're dying, but you should make sure you're living the right way. And I think the thing is, I think inevitably you got to come back and re-examine your life every day. Maybe not every day, but every now and then you got to come back, examine your life, and make sure you're living the best life you can and spend as much time. One thing I'll say is spend as much time as you can with the people you love, with family and friends, because it's the bomb diggity. It's just that's what life's about, in my opinion, anyways. You strike a balance in your life, and it's always good to come back and examine stuff. And I think most people I know do that. I think most people I know live pretty fulfilling lives, and that would be my advice as a dying guy. I guess at this point, as a dead guy, that you gotta love people and spend as much time as you can with them. Life's all about experiences, and you're never gonna remember. You're never gonna go, I remember St. Patty's Day 2011 when I was at work. You're gonna remember doing stuff with people you care about. So, and anyways, that's all my tidbits. Word of advice: if you're a procrastinator like me, don't get ALS, because you start running out of time. In the vein of a famous speech from 1939, July 4th, 1939, I'd like to thank everybody in my life, because I want you to know I feel like the luckiest man in the world. Even though I've caught a bad break, I've got to live 45 years on this earth, surrounded by people that loved me, and I was able to love back. I was born with I had two parents that loved me. I had a brother that loved me my whole life and helped me. Even though we didn't see eye to eye and we weren't exactly alike, we had each other's back. And then throughout my life, I got more and more brothers that, when push came to shove, they showed me that they were truly my friends. And this experience has shown me. I had a mom that always pushed me to do stuff outside my comfort zone. I had a mom that loved me. I just wanted to thank my mom, and I wanted to thank the Amateurs for always being there for me. I want to thank the Frys for being there. Clifford for being one of the best friends you could ever be to a guy, man. Being there for me in every regard. I want to say the same to Billy Koenig and his whole family for always being there. And when I got sick, stepping up and helping me in ways that when I goes for the Amateurs too, coming over every Wednesday and helping me out in ways that I could never have imagined. I want to say that thanks to my wife, who's a rock. thanks to who's so strong and such an amazing person. And it's an incredible mom to my children. I want to say thank you to my kids for being born and letting me be their dad for the 6 years that I have been able to, and they're the ones that I'm gonna miss more than anything in the world. They're the one thing that makes this harder than it otherwise would be, I guess. Growing up, I'd hang out with Mike and Maddie and Tony and Brian Fry, Brian Suckling and all them, and they'd always let me be around that kind of stuff, which always meant a lot to my mom. Then in high school, I met Cliff Amator and Billy Koenig, but the Amators have always opened their house and their family up to me, and it's meant the world to me on a level that I can't express. And when my mom passed, and them being there for my family and me and my girls and my wife, I can't thank them enough. And when I think of Fred and Jan Amator, I think of them standing with their arms open and just ready to hug you, because if you're in trouble or you need anything, they're always there for you. And they're the kind of people that whenever I got diagnosed with ALS, I called them to tell them, and it was one of those situations where the way I think about them is if I tell them, then they'll make it okay. Like, it's going to be okay because I'll tell them and they can fix it. Obviously, that's unrealistic expectations, but that's kind of where they fit in my life, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. There's no way for me to explain properly, say how much I appreciate them and what they've done for me in my life, and what they mean to me. They've always been there for me, and I can't say enough, and that includes Drea and Clint and Clifford. And the one ask I have is that you take care of my girls. And my wife can do it, but she's gonna need help. And I don't think my kids are perfect, and I think after I go, they're gonna have some bad times. And it's not gonna be easy for them, but I just ask that people be there to support them and give them hugs and let them know. Remind them that I loved them. And give my wife a hug, because it's going to be hard. And it's going to be hard for her, and I love her so much, and she's so strong. She's so strong, and she's such a rock in my life. I just want to say thank you. I feel like the luckiest man in the world to have such amazing friends, and it's hard to explain like what this experience has been like. Man, this speech sucks. All right.
We are going to die, and that makes us the lucky ones. Most people are never going to die because they're never going to be born. The potential people who could have been here in my place, but who will in fact never see the light of day, outnumber the sand grains of Sahara. Certainly those unborn ghosts include greater poets than Keats, scientists greater than Newton. We know this because the set of possible people allowed by our DNA so massively outnumbers the set of actual people. In the teeth of these stupefying odds, it is you and I, in our ordinariness, that are here. We privileged few who won the lottery of birth against all odds. How dare we whine at our inevitable return to that prior state from which the vast majority have never stirred?
Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "In some way, every man is superior to me, and in that I learn from him."
Deep.
That's deep.
Deep.